So in this video, we'll be discussing how to simplify complex fraction. First of all, what is a complex fraction? Ordinarily, we know fraction to be something that you have like a denominator, which is the number you have below. Let's call that x. And you have like a numerator, you have y. But in case where your numerator is also a fraction, your denominator is also a fraction, what you have there is called a complex fraction. Like in the case here, we have 2 over 5, which itself is a fraction. We have 3 over 4, which is also a fraction. Now, the numerator of this complex fraction is 2 over 5, which is a fraction. The denominator is 3 over 4, which is a fraction. Then how do we simplify it? I want you to recall that when you have a fraction, the whole idea of a fraction is that it's like a division in disguise. For example, if I say 2 over 5 is the same as saying 2 divided by 5. So if we have all of this divided by the denominator we have there, then we can rewrite it as 2 over 5 divided by 3 over 4. And from what we know, every time we want to divide a fraction, we can find the multiple of the reciprocal. For example, you keep the first fraction, 2 over 5. You switch this to multiplication. Then you flip this to 4 over 3. Then you multiply the numerator. 2 times 4 will give you 8. And 5 times 3 would give you 15. And all of this fraction that we have here equal to 8 over 15. It's as easy as that. Now let's try a different method. This method is called the lowest common denominator. Basically, what we do here is that we are taking the idea of the lowest common multiple or the least common multiple, how you prefer it. So we take that idea here to rewrite a simpler version of the fraction. For example, we know that if we have 5 here as the denominator here, and we have 4 here, so what is the lowest common multiple or the least common multiple of 5 and 4? If you are very good with math, the answer is 20. If you are not, you can check out our video on least common multiple. So the answer is 20. So because the answer is 20, which means I can take a fraction. If I take a fraction like 2 over 5 and I multiply it by 20, the denominator also by 20, I have not made any change to that fraction. So what we are trying to do here is a little different. Now, think of it this way. This is the numerator of a fraction. This is the denominator of the same fraction, right? So if I take a number, multiply it with the numerator of the fraction, which is 20, I multiply it with the numerator of the fraction, and also multiply it with the denominator of the fraction, then I have made no change to the value. Instead, I only find a way to rewrite it to make my work simpler. So I can say 5 divided by 5 will give me 1, but 20 divided by 5 would give me 4. So here I have 2 times 4 to get 8 as my numerator. Then here I can divide this by 4 to get 1, divide this by 4 to get 5, and I can say 3 times 5, that's going to get me 15. So I have 8 over 15 as my answer. So if you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. I'll be there to answer. And yeah, see you on the next one.